Sunram. Sunram finds an OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles it Twine.
Now it's Maddie Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening inside the Shields Athletic Complex. It's day number 2 today of the Region 1 Division A Girls Basketball Tournament. Welcome to our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, commercial, and alongside benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. The Valley City Highlanders, the number 1 overall seed, earned a bye into this particular round, being the champs of the regular season. Wahpeton upended the Oak Grove Grovers 57-48. Scout Woods had 22 points. On the bottom half of the bracket, Kindred all over Lisbon 59-16. Sierra Nipstead with 21 points in the performance for the Vikings, and then a 54-51 win for Northern Cass, where Hayden Crockett had herself a nice performance in the win for the Jags, as she was able to go 13 of 18 from the free throw line and finish with 38 points as well. And again, this is our semifinal round matchups. Valley City, Wahpeton, Kindred, and Northern Cass. Winner will make their way to the championship game on Thursday, roughly at 2:30. The loser will play for third coming up at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. We'll continue on our pregame show after this and set up some other matchups across the state of North Dakota. Hear from both head coaches Brian Watson, Jimmy Howard, that and more ahead of our starting lineups here today in Fargo.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planter.com.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve, one transaction one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Again, this is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you courtside as both the Wahpeton Huskies and the Valley City Highlanders have taken the court here on center stage. The Region 2 matchups currently going on. It's the Grafton Spoilers going up against the Devils Lake Firebirds. That game in the first quarter, Devils Lake and Grafton again coming up in Region 2. You have Carrington and Thompson later tonight as well in the Region 2 semifinals. Region 3, South Prairie Max and Rugby and Turmountain goes up against Bottineau. And then from there in Region 4, it'll be Hazen Watford City and Shiloh Christian and Dickinson Trendy. That's the Division A out-of-town scoreboard. In B on the eastern half of the state, Linton HMB and Edgeley Cullum Montpelier. Then you got Maple River and Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. In Region 2, it's Benson County going up against Hatton Northwood. Then Langdon Area Munich will square off with Mayport CG. That'll be in Region 2. So that again is a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. Also on the boys basketball scene for the Valley City Highlander fans out there, we do have Valley City's game in Hillsboro tonight for boys basketball, also on YourLiveEvent.com. That game just getting underway for the JV broadcast. And the varsity game will be a little bit later on as well. But again, Valley City, Hillsboro, Central Valley, and boys basketball, that game is going on currently right now for the JV portion of the broadcast. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll recap what happened between Wahpeton and Fargo Oak Grove, dive into some of the matchups for Valley City in terms of players to watch out for. That's all ahead of Jimmy Howard and hearing from Brian Watson in our pregame conversation today here from the Shack on YourLiveEvent.com.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified Carlita Dietz.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. It's the Wahpeton Huskies squaring off with the Valley City Highlanders here in our Division A semifinal round action. A win here doesn't guarantee you a spot to state, but it goes one step closer, getting you to the Region 1 championship upcoming on Thursday afternoon. A loss here doesn't put your season to an end either, as that game will put you to the third place contest in a must-win situation upcoming here on the way on Thursday afternoon. Again, it's the Valley City Highlanders and the Wahpeton Huskies, Kindred and Northern Cass upcoming here in the semifinals as well. For the Wahpeton Huskies, a really good balanced attack when it came to Scout Woods yesterday with 22 points. Miller had 10, but then they got some nice bench points from Piper Nelson, from Olivia Hansen, able to get a Claire Lagenwalter three-pointer as well off the bench for head coach Brian Watson's club. When their opportunities came, they made the most of them. The one thing that'll have to change, though, tonight and into Thursday for Wahpeton, they hit 3 threes but went just 9 of 22 from the free throw line for the Huskies and their 9-point win over Fargo Oak Grove. But the Huskies have been playing well as of late, 7-3 in their last 10 games. This season, Valley City has swept Wahpeton, a 13-point win at Wahpeton on January the 6th, 60-47. Then a 63-39 win for Valley City in Valley on January the 23rd for the Highlanders against the Huskies. Well, for Valley City, the number one team here in the region at 19-2 on the season. They've been winners of 11 straight games, including their last game of the regular season back on Valentine's Day on February the 14th, hosting Carrington, a 54-44 win over the Carrington Cardinals. Some leading stat getters this season for the Highlanders: Katie Burchell averaging a double-double of 19 points and 10 rebounds, and Sky Nielsen 12 points and 7 boards, and Madison Anderson, Maddie for short, the three-point shooter, Maddie 10 points per contest here for the Valley City Highlanders. Again, that's a look at some of the players to watch out for when it comes to Valley City here on the season. Dakota Potratz also averaging double figures at 11 points per game. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll get to our coaches' conversation. We'll hear from Brian Watson first, then Jimmy Howard. That's all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening tip today. It's number 1 Valley City against number 5 Wahpeton in the region, then the 2-6 matchup of Kindred and Northern Cass. It's the same semifinals from a season ago here this year as well, inside the Shack on your LiveEvent.com. At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
On our pregame show here today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. First of 2 games here for the Division A Region 1 semifinals. Wahpeton squaring off with Valley City. Joining us from the Husky point of view here is the head coach for Wahpeton. That is Brian Watson. Brian, before we talk about your opponent here with Valley City, let's just recap the first game of the tournament against the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. Biggest thing you saw your team for 32 minutes was what that allowed you to get to this particular round and another rematch of last year's semifinal here with Valley City?
I think for us yesterday, our composure was pretty good. We did a decent job of taking care of the basketball, and we just didn't kind of give up and give in. You know, we were down after the first quarter, didn't let that get to us, and then just started to just play our game and just kind of play within ourselves and put together a pretty decent basketball game.
You know, we were talking a little bit before the interview here that, yes, Scout and alongside, Miller are going to obviously big keys, but, a Lagan Walter three-pointer, a Malk three, a Nelson opportunity. Just what did you see from those role players that allowed you to step up in situations, whether it was getting a steal, getting a rebound, or hitting a made field goal when they had their opportunity?
I think it's just that, girls, taking advantage of the opportunity that they got. Cambry hit a three, Claire Lang and Walter hits a three, Olivia Hansen hits a three. Those are shots that those guys can make. They don't get a lot of them, but when we need a bucket, we need to get the ball out of Scout's hands, or she can kick it somewhere. Those guys can get open, they can knock them down, and it's nice to see them do that. In a big situation, in a game that's do or die, to have those guys step up and make shots. I think that's a huge confidence boost for them. And in order for us to be successful, we're going to need those guys to make plays.
As you take a look at Valley City, what's going to be a challenge here against the Jimmy Howard Highliner Club that you've already seen twice this season?
Well, I think the biggest challenge is going to be their full court pressure. We've got to, try and neutralize that and see if we can get some easy baskets, to see if we can kind of get them out of it or ease out of it a little bit. And then after that, we have to figure out a way to keep Burchill off the boards, keep her from getting the ball in the paint. I think once she gets the ball in the paint, you're dead. And then see if we can contain on the perimeter with Anderson and Potratz. It's just a kind of a three-headed monster, and then they've got the freshman who's playing really well. So, it's a solid basketball team. They've been at the top all year, and we're going to have to put together a good one if we're going to come out on top here.
Second year of this 3-division system in basketball, Brian, and talking with coaches last year, the first day, unlike the EDC tournament, if you made the quarters, it was, double elimination. Here a little different, where now it kind of is that double elim, but you got through the first day. Now, whether win or lose, you're going to play on Thursday. What's the experience of going through this a second time for a team, for a coaching staff? Not to say that there isn't any pressure, because you understand what a win can do compared to a loss can do, but how do you go through it the second year compared to the first year going through it, Brian? What are some advantages going through it a second time?
I think last year, playing in the quarters, if you want to call them that, getting to that game and having the reality of, hey, if you don't win this game, you're done. And sort of the same thing here. We kind of use that as a motivating factor. But I think once we get to this point, it is a little bit like the old EDC days. And our motto used to always be, we're trying to win 2 before we lose 2. That was always our motto. Get into the EDC tournament, win 2 before you lose 2. So now we're at that point again. We're trying to win 2 games before we lose 2 games to see if we can get into the state tournament. You have to take them 1 game at a time. And the only thing that you can worry about is tonight, and then we'll figure out tomorrow and the next day after that. So we're going to play it. This is the game that's up, and we're going to play it to win it, and then we'll figure out what we need to do after that.
Hey, Brian, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today against Valley City.
Thanks, Chase. I appreciate it.
Brian Watson, head coach of the Huskies, will continue on our pregame show after this here inside the Shack.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Joining us on our Irie Insurance pregame show here today from the Shields Center for game number 1 of 2 of the Division A Region 1 semifinals. It's Valley City going up against the Wahpeton Huskies. From the Highlanders' perspective, as the head coach, that is Jimmy Howard. Is Jimmy, always interesting? I know we talked back at Northern Cast a couple of weeks ago what it meant to be the regular season Region 1 champs, but now everything goes away as you're in this semifinal round matchup. Nothing gets clinched today, obviously, but a win goes a long way in trying to get to where you want to go. So how has it been from the end of the regular season where you had back-to-back games against Northern Cass and Carrington? What did you work on as you get ready for the Region 1 tournament?
I was trying to find a balance of some rest, practice, scrimmaging, like who can you bring some people in, some former players, just trying to make things kind of game-like, trying to get healthy. Everyone's dealt with it throughout the season, and it just seems to be our turn right now with illness, and so just trying to get the kids healthy and through that, and hopefully as close to 100% for tonight as possible. But a little tricky when you don't play for a week. So we'll see if what we did worked, and hopefully it did.
You take a look at the Wahpeton Huskies this year. You were able to sweep them, winners down in Wahpeton. You beat them in Valley City, but it's been about a month since you played them last after you played them twice in about 2.5 weeks. So a biggest challenge against Wahpeton will be what, or how have you seen them change since the last time you played them here, Jimmy?
You got to try to contain Scout. We want to play good defense, challenge shooters, keep them off the boards. I think they've rebounded better, and they've seemed to pay a little more attention to defensive pressure than maybe they had when we saw them last. When you're here and everything's on the line, and you have seniors that this could be their last chance at a championship. How do they come out? And so we got to be ready for their energy and excitement, and just try to keep Scout from having a big first half and make her really work.
Take a look at what you guys have been able to do, play a couple of games at the Barnes County Tournament at a college facility. Obviously, last year's progression going through playing all essentially 10 games of the postseason that you were able to do, 3 games in the regional, playing a state qualifier, making your way up to a state tournament as well. So 7 games that you saw there. But what's the experience factor where a lot of these girls have that experience of playing in the shack, playing at a college venue? How does that help as you get ready for this first game of the region tournament here, Jimmy?
I don't know if it's a huge help because we haven't played in here yet this year, and we didn't shoot it particularly well here last year. And I think the shack provides a little bit different atmosphere with the huge space behind the hoops, and and hopefully just that opportunity, I guess, to play in those situations will take out the the unknown for some of our kids as to what it's like here, and hopefully we can settle in. The size of the court, the conditioning that goes with that, I think is great for the experience that we've had, and we'll see how it goes.
I know the one area kind of sounds like talking with coaches this year, just the 1-2 combination. People are going to worry about a Dakota Potratz or an Anderson. Obviously, Suffolk Cool can be a bolt of lightning off the bench, but it seems like that high-low game or that inside presence with Sky and also with Katie Birchall, how is that just continuing to evolve since December to where we are now here in February, Jimmy?
Sky being a freshman, first year playing in it, I think she's just getting more and more comfortable. And then Katie's also getting comfortable playing with Sky, and they're understanding kind of where they are both set up, where one's going to be when the pass goes to the other one. And I think they both rebound very well. And so I think they've really learned to play off of each other. And some things Sky does really well is, she can dribble a drive, and I think that's pushed Katie to start putting the ball on the floor a little bit, which she's capable of. And so I think they've kind of pushed each other, but they've also really grown and learned how to play with each other, which makes them a very difficult combo to guard.
Hey, Jimmy, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here today and also on Thursday here in the Region 1 tournament.
Thank you.
And again, Jimmy Howard, head coach for the Highlanders, will continue after this here on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
High school basketball day continues here on YourLiveEvent.com as we had our coaches conversation there with both Brian Watson and alongside Jimmy Howard. Again, our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. And the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. All 8 teams that made it to the state tournament a year ago are still alive as well. Region 1 was Northern Cass Valley City. Region 2, Devils Lake Thompson. Region 3, Botno and South Prairie Max. And then Region 4 was Shiloh and Watford City. All those 4 teams, again, 8 teams respectively, are still alive. We'll find out more here as we go from the semis to the third place and alongside the championship games coming up here on Thursday. All roads lead to Minot, March the 6th or the 8th at the Minot State Dome. That again does it for our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. When we come back after this, starting lineups and the opening tip. It's the 9-2 Valley City Highlanders, 19-2 Valley City Highlanders, the number 1 team here in the region, going up against the number 5 seed of the Wahpeton Huskies at 10-12 on this season. Then we'll get to Kindred and Northern Cass in our nightcap here in about an hour and a half, all to come here on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
The Kindred Viking Boosters support healthy, active, competitive high school athletes. Viking athletes. Ready, focused, come celebrate their achievements. You're invited to Viking Pride. Save the date, buy your tickets, or reserve a table. Get excited for April 5th. Join friends at a new location, the Avalon Event Center. Viking Pride 2025. A feast, fun games, and a night to celebrate. They are why we booster.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back to Ada, the Norman County Raceway. Saturday, June 28th, the World of Outlaws. NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series will have 2 shows at Red River Valley Speedway Saturday, May 31st and August 23rd. For tickets and more information, visit ncraceway.com, redrivervalleyspeedway.com, or follow on Facebook.
As we get ready for our starting lineups, let's toss it to our public address announcer, Sean Welsh, across the way here inside the shack.
Senior number 2, Hallie Miller. 7th grader number 3, Piper Nelson. Senior number 4, Olivia Hansen. Sophomore number 32, Sienna Fobb. And senior number 40, Scout Woods. The Huskies are coached by Brian Watson, assisted by Rod Brewer, Patrick Gulen, and Laken Miranowski. And now the starting lineup for the number 1 seeded Valley City Highliners. A junior, number 10, Dakota Potratz. A sophomore, number 12, Katie Burchill. A junior, number 14, Maddie Anderson. A senior, number 20, Greta Golvin. And a freshman, number 32, Sky Nielsen. The Highliners are coached by Jimmy Howard, assisted by Tara Glant.
And again, as our starting lineups for public address announcer Sean Welsh, our officials here in this one of Ryan Gelner with Hunter Finkston and Cale Hamry, as Hunter Finkston will put the ball in the center circle here and get things ready to go. And that does it for our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. This is moving day. You're moving yourself one step closer to a state tournament berth, or you're moving one step closer to being done with the season. One of these 2 teams, one of these 4 teams still alive, will make their way to the Monmouth State Dome. That's a guarantee. One of these 4 teams that's still alive will be done after Thursday afternoon, while the other 2 will find their way to Mayville for a state qualifier. Fob in the circle against Burchill, opening tip on a Tuesday night at 6:05, and the Region 1 semifinals are underway here inside the Shack. Chase Miller with you as the Huskies, as they were last night, the lower seed out in their purple uniforms here for Wahpeton. Wahpeton will go near sideline. This will go back up top to Scott Woods. Man pressure defense by Valley City. Woods drive kick, right pocket 3 for Wahpeton. That one swirls out by Hanson, and a rebound coming down for Katie Burchill. The Highliners in their home whites tonight, as Potratz's pass is going to be intercepted by Sienna Fob. Turnover here on Valley City, as the Huskies will handle it here with Hanson. Near sideline, now up top to Woods. Jumper from the free throw line for Scout. She swirls it in. First 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard goes to the Wahpeton Huskies. Last year in this very matchup, Kindred and Northern Cass played in the semis, as well did Valley City and Wahpeton. Same exact matchups here in our semis this year. As Anderson going to drive, nice shovel pass across the paint. Shot will be off the mark, no good by Nielsen. Tapped out of play, and it will be Wahpeton basketball. Last season, Valley City topped Wahpeton 62-60. And they eventually lost to Northern Cass in the championship. We'll see what happens this year, as Valley City trying to beat the Huskies for their 3rd consecutive time this season, as Wahpeton will throw this one away. Turnover and a steal here with Dakota Potratz. First turnover of the game. 6:48 left to play here in the opening quarter. Highliners with Greta Golvin here. Golvin up top against his zone pressure defense. Little 2-3. Bounce pass inside Nielsen to Burchill. Kick left-handed side. Potratz for 3. Nothing but twine. Dakota Potratz with her first 3-pointer of the evening, and the Highliners take a 3-2 lead. As you'll see the Huskies here up the far sideline, that'll be Scout Woods. Woods will handle it, crossing over, making her way to the paint, off the window for 2. Scout Woods now with 4. Able to break the pressure defense there for the Huskies, and Scott Woods able to go right down to the 10. Other side, left short corner, Nielsen shot will rattle out. Rebound though for Sky on the interior. Second chance for the Highliners goes to Burchill, and Katie will get fouled at the free throw line. Burchill, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. As the foul will be assessed here on the Huskies, it'll be their first of the contest, and we'll see a free throw opportunity here for Burchill in Valley City. Burchill misses the first. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here, as Burchill will head to the line to try to give this a tie ball game, as Burchill's able to do so. First tie here at 4 apiece at the 6-minute mark of this first quarter. As you'll see this, again, full court pressure defense, just what Brian Watson talked with. This one will be out of play, and it will go towards the Wahpeton Huskies, having to go back defensively here. So another turnover here on Wahpeton, something that Brian Watson talked about on our pregame show, saying you got to handle the pressure defense. As the Highlanders go, high post touch to Burchill, spins to the right block, throws it off the window, and gets the end one. Miller will pick up the foul, her first, team second, as you'll see this at the free throw line here for Burchill. as Burchell converts the end one opportunity. Burchell's got 4, and the Highliners now take a 7-4 lead. Wahpeton breaks the press, but they throw it away over Hansen, as coming away with a steal is Sky Nielsen. 3+ turnovers here for Wahpeton as they will go back to that 2-3 zone. Right-handed side, Potratz skip to Govan as she gives it now to Anderson. High post touch, that'll go to Burchell on fob. Ball goes right wing, nearly intercepted. Here it goes to Potratz off the shin of Sienna Fob, and a turnover here as Miller will come up with it. Miller up the near sideline to Hansen. Hansen up the near wing will reset here for the Wahpeton Huskies as they trail it by 3 with 5:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Scott Woods spins inside the paint. Shot might have been partially blocked down the defense by Burchell as Sky Nielsen comes away with it. Just the size of Valley City is just a nuisance for the opposition all season. Burchell drive kick. Anderson open left wing 3. That'll go long, but Greta Govan gets the offensive board. Greta up the near sideline being hounded by Miller. Bounce pass on the interior to Nelson. This one will go across the way, and there will be a kick after the opportunity by Sky Nielsen to throw that one across the paint, and it will be Wahpeton having to stay on the defensive side of the floor. Valley City inbounds. That'll go Burchell, gives it to Greta, now to Anderson. Anderson, couple of dribbles, making her way. Nice pass to Burchell inside the paint, shot off the mark. Rebound to Scout Woods. Scout Woods already with 4 points in the contest. Going to transition here, able to spin inside the paint, looking for the up and under, step through for 2. Scout Woods with all 6 points here for the Huskies. 5:25 left to play here in the quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Wahpeton back within 1. Ball gets deflected. Good tip there by Miller. Goes in the hands of Hansen. 3rd turnover here for the Highliners. As the Huskies with a chance to take the lead with it near sideline is Miller. Miller guarded by Greta Govan here for Valley City. Miller looking for a ball pick by Scout. Top of the key, takes it, pick and roll. There's the pick, there's the roll to Woods. Woods gets double teamed and will have a jump ball, and the arrow will make its way towards Valley City. Good help defensively as there was not 2 but 3 white jerseys all around Woods packing the paint, and they get the tie up. Good hand defensively there by Anderson. Dakota Potratz will see this one. The 5'10 junior guard with already a made 3-pointer here this evening for the Highliners. High post touch to Burchell, nearly stolen by Fob. Open, Anderson, left wing 3 on the way. The rainbow 3's off the mark. Rebound, put back here for Potratz is up and in. Potratz with 5 points and a rebound here. Highliners extend that lead to 3. Huskies will weave their way with Piper Nelson. Bounce pass. This one goes to Hansen. Hansen able to give it back up top to Miller. Miller here at the free throw line gets walled off there. Crosses over left to right and a turnover. Good help defense by Anderson, and Anderson's got her hands all over the basketball here on the defensive side in the last couple of minutes. Burchell the other side after the assist by Govan, but that'll go long. Rebound comes down to Sienna Fob. 3:15 left in the quarter. Up the floor, that'll go to Nelson. Nelson gonna go right into Sky Nielsen, and a foul here on Sky. Nielsen will pick up the foul, her first and the team's first. Substitution into the game as Cambria Mount, the 5'7 sophomore guard, will check in. Mount hit a made 3-pointer in the contest on the way for Wahpeton back again yesterday against the Grovers. Huskies on the inbounds. Miller leaves it left in inside. Open is Piper Nelson. 3-pointer grazes the front iron. Rebound comes down to Katie Burchell. That'll be her second. Burchell will see this one now to Dakota Potratz as Potratz will handle the basketball here. As she does to the left wing, that'll go to Anderson. Anderson, the left wing with the skip up top. That'll go to Sienna Fob. There's a turnover as Piper Nelson comes away with a steal. Highlanders with their 4th turnover of the game. It's still 9-6 Valley City. 2:45 here in the first quarter. Good up and down tempo style of game. Wahpeton averaging 51 a clip. Valley City averaging 62 points per contest. Fob on the inside. This one goes off a shoe, and it'll be off of Sienna Fob's salmon color shoes, the bright neon color. Speaking of neon colors, Claire Woods will check in. She's got a mix of that Days of Thunder Tom Cruise green and yellow with that little side of salmon pink for her shoe colors here today in this opening quarter of play. Ball goes left-handed side. Anderson will see it up and over on the pass interior to Nielsen. Nielsen looking for it, but there's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot. Claire Woods will pick up the foul, her first, and that'll be the team's 3rd. Piper Nelson with a foul, Miller and Claire Woods. Substitution here as Anderson will check out. Coming in will be Kinley Suffolk, a 5'5 junior. She can be a jitterbug here for the Highlanders. Burchell with it from the high post, a low block missing from the right-handed side. Scout Woods will pick up the defensive board, her second. Woods looking to go coast to coast. Woods gets walled off by Potratz, looking for the reversal. Shot up and in. Oh, it's Scout's world, and we're just living in it. Woods has all 8 points here for the Huskies. Burchell at the high post. Katie gives it up top to Potratz. Potratz here on the drive. Kick to Suffolk. Suffolk looking for it on the interior. High post touch. Burchell. Burchell's in a spin on Claire Woods. Lost it. Regains the possession. Going it back up. Count it. Got it. Good. Katie Burchell with an and one. Burchell caught at the high post, lost it for a moment, regained possession, went through the contact by Claire Woods and able to finish with an and one. As we'll see Olivia Hansen checking back in alongside with Sienna Fobb here for the Wahpeton Huskies. Burchell to the free throw line with 6 points, now make it 7. She's make that 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Valley City with a 12-8 lead here with 1:45 left to play here in the first quarter. And we'll see a body foul as Scout Woods gets up the far side. Foul will be on Suffolk, her first and the team's second. The one thing, if you're guarding Scout Woods and she's going on the sideline, you better put your left or right foot all the way out of bounds, because Scout can find a way to somehow get over a foot, keep going with that. You got to take the charge and expect some contact. And Scout Woods, a future NDSU track and field commit. Be fun to see her compete on the track and field side this spring. She wants a college range 3. Woods shot no. Rebound tipped on the interior. Sienna Fobb will come away with it here now for the Huskies. 3-pointer by Miller. This one rattles off the iron twice. And a board on the way here to Katie Koka, the junior guard in the contest here for Valley City. Ball will go left and inside Woods. Woods double team comes across and the Highlanders get a steal. Good double by Dakota Potratz with that long wingspan to come up with this turnover. Right-handed side, Koka back up top, Suffolk. Ball fake back to Koka at the wing. Koka goes to the right baseline here. Nielsen back to Kinley. Suffolk, top of the key 3. That'll go off the iron. Rebound, and this one will go out of bounds, and it will be Wahpeton with the basketball. Huskies will make a substitution as Piper Nelson will check in, as Hallie Miller will check out. Huskies trailing it by 4, tied at 4. And since then, it's been Valley City that has played with the majority of the lead. Again, all the points here for Wahpeton coming by Scout Woods. Woods will get in the front court. About a half-second shot clock to game clock differential. Not going to matter. Woods able to get it to an open Olivia Hansen, but Hansen stands at 5'6". If Steelers 6 foot, might have been able to grab that ball. Instead, it's a turnover. As checking in will be Lopez Lee. The 5'8" senior forward will come in here for Scout Woods. Highlanders with a chance to possibly make this a 3-possession game here with a made 3-point opportunity, or you get the and one to close out the quarter. 18 seconds remaining in the first. Koka with the skip on the far side of Suffolk. Left wing drive kick, left pocket. This one comes to Nielsen. Nielsen gives it to Burchell. Burchell double. Leaves this one to Potratz and an up and over pass. Looking from the left wing to the right block for Suffolk. A turnover on Valley City. That'll be their 5th of the contest. Substitution is Scout Woods, and Miller will return back into the game quickly here for Wahpeton, as the Huskies have 7.3 seconds left to play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in the first quarter. Fobb will give this to Miller now with 5 seconds. Miller up the floor looking for a teammate. This one goes to Piper Nelson to beat the horn. That'll go short. That's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's Valley City Highlanders 12, the Wahpeton Huskies 8 here after 1.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org. Are you dreading tax season? Don't stress. Let Olson Accounting make the tax season a breeze, just like knowing your ABCs. From individuals to businesses, the expert staff at Olson Accounting ensures every deduction is maximized, every form is filed correctly. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Sharing their heritage and their future. That is Dakota Heritage Bank. Chase Miller with you courtside inside the shack here in this one. The number 1 seed Valley City led by the 7 points of Katie Burchell, 3 of 4 from the line, and the 5 points by Dakota Potrats. Wahpeton all 8 points, 4 field goals coming from the senior in Scout Woods. It's a 4-point contest as we get you ready here for this second half of play. Update from Mayville. Devils Lake leads it 34-31 over Grafton. 5 minutes in the third quarter. Again, Devils Lake leads it by 3. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. That one would be an upset if the spoilers can, no pun intended, spoil the party. Ball will go right-handed side to Piper Nelson. Nelson with it on the weave. Gives this now to Woods. Right elbow jumper for Scout off the backboard. Long board will come in the hands here of Katie Burchell, her third. Potrats crossing the timeline now as she does. Top of the key to Anderson. Anderson gives it to the baseline to Govan. Back to Anderson here. Anderson from the left wing. Nothing but twine. Anderson, a deep college range triple, and the Highliners have their largest lead of the game here at 7. Full court pressure defense on this swarming, trapping defense. Scout Woods with a 3-on-2. Woods from the left block off the window for 2. Scouts in double digits with 10. Huskies get the quick answer. Now it's about, can they string something together? Valley City in control of this game currently. They've had some good looks on this 2-3 zone. Anderson's going to drive from the left wing to the right block for 2. Maddie Anderson able to take a couple of dribbles, knew what she wanted to do, and finishes with the made field goal. Huskies with Piper Nelson. Nelson right-handed side to Scout Woods. Woods jumper from 14 off the backboard, no good. And a rebound here to Dakota Potrats. Potrats crossing the timeline now for Valley City, top of the key. Gives a pass inside to Govan, tipped away by Miller. Now to Woods, up the floor to Piper Nelson. Nelson goes on a 2-on-2, block shot by Potrats, but she got enough for the wrist, and Dakota will pick up the foul. Her first, team's first, and Piper Nelson, a 58% free throw shooter, will head to the line to shoot 2. That was quick transition game after that steal by Miller, right to Woods, up the floor to Piper Nelson. Good job defensively by Potrats to get back. Just a better job by Piper to go up strong and play through some contact. As Claire Langenwalter will check in here, as Hansen will check out. Free throw attempt number 2 here for the 7th grader. That one rattles out. Rebound here for Sienna Fobb, though, her third. Fobb to Woods, and they will reset now here for the Huskies as they trail it by 2 possessions. 6:25 left in the second quarter. Left-handed side with the basketball goes Claire Langenwalter. Langenwalter picks up the pick and pop now to Woods. Woods here at the free throw line, gives it to Miller. Miller taking the ball, screen at the top of the key. Left-handed side, 3 on the way for Piper. Rattle it in. Piper Nelson with her 25th main triple of the season. Huskies back within 1 possession here, 17-14, and a double dribble violation to the front court for Potrats. Potrats will pick up the foul. Will pick up the turnover here, as you'll handle it now for the Wahpeton Huskies. Wahpeton trailing it 12-8 to begin the quarter. Now down by 3 here, 2 minutes into this second quarter of play. Make sure you stay tuned to our halftime show, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard and recap the opening 16 minutes here in what's been a good semifinal. Scout Woods, top of the key, hands this one off now to Piper. Nelson's going to drive, kick to Miller. Miller at the wing, able to spin. Miller trying to step through. Nice right-handed scoop for 2. Miller from the left wing to the left block, hits the B button, and the Huskies, they're back within 1, but Valley City with Sky. Nielsen gets the end one. Potrats goes up the floor. Nielsen was able to beat everybody down, plays through the contact, and gets the end one opportunity. Scout will pick up the foul. That'll be Woods with the foul. Her first, team's first of the quarter. Sky Nielsen, a 5'11 freshman, with the and one opportunity. This will be the third and one chance for Valley City here in the opening half. Right-handed toss is good. Nielsen, a 71% free throw shooter, in Valley City, as they've done for the majority of the half so far. Anytime the Huskies get a little something brewing, they're able to get a stop or get a quick bucket. Piper Nelson's pass gets deflected, but to Scout. Scout Woods with the ankle dribbling at the shoelaces and able to save it before it comes into media row. Miller directing traffic at the left wing, now to Fob on this sweep as they give it back up top. That's to Langenwalter. Langenwalter on the near sideline to Miller. Miller ripping it through left to right. Jumper from 10, gets fouled and count it. Miller with the and one. Miller's got 4, a chance to make it 5. Nielsen will pick up the foul. That'll be her second and the team's second. As you'll see, Katie Burchell checking in, also Kinley Suffolk will checking in. Scott Woods will check out on their younger sister, the freshman Claire Woods, will come into the contest here for the Huskies. Winner has a date in the Region 1 Championship on Thursday at 2:45. Free throw for Miller, bend to the knee, right-handed toss is good. Miller, a 62% free throw shooter on the season, went 0 for 4 for the Huskies, and against Oak Grove, Fob bats this one out of play on the near sideline, as it will remain Valley City basketball. That was a bugaboo of Wahpeton again against Oak Grove, just 9 of 22 from the stripe. So far here in this one, they're 2 of 3 from the line, while the Highliners so far are 4 of 5 from the stripe. Poitras top of the key, left and inside at Govan. They give it now to Anderson. Anderson shot fake at the left baseline, goes to the right block, throws this one up and gets another one to go. Oh, how do you do? Anderson now with 7. They just were able to reverse it to Anderson, and we've seen Maddie a couple times already go from the left block, left wing, take 2 to 3 hard dribbles, get in the paint, go to the right-handed side, play through some contact, and finish for the end one. As Olivia Hansen back in the lineup here for the Huskies. Free throw attempt is up and in. Anderson now with 8. Scott Woods will quickly check back in as well. So for Wahpeton on the floor, you got Cambry Mauk, a pair of Woods, Sienna Fob, and also with Olivia Hansen. Suffolk, Anderson, Govan, alongside Poitras and Burchell on the floor here for Valley City. Highliners with a 22-20, make that a 23 to, as we double check here, 23 to 19 advantage right now. Ball goes to the high post. Poitras bounce passes. This one goes to Anderson. Anderson here gives it to the high block, and we'll see a foul. And this one will be on the floor. Looks to be on Cambria Mauk. It'll be her first and the team's second. High school basketball today here on YourLiveEvent.com. This is the second quarter here in this contest, and a traveling violation on the inbounds by Kinley Suffolk. 4:20 left to play here again in the second quarter. Huskies so far led by the 10 of Scout Woods. Well, for Valley City, they're currently led by the 8 points of Anderson. Full court pressure defense by the Highliners. Cambria Mauk, as they able to reverse it, pass it now to Woods. Woods at the right wing. Gives it back up top. This will go to Piper Nelson. Nelson here at the top, leaves it near sideline. That's to Cambry. Mauk with a made three-pointer in the win against the Grovers. Scott Woods, right-handed side, gives this one to Fob. Now it goes to the right wing. Nelson on the drive, off the window. This one rattles out. Rebound tipped, and eventually one here for Dakota Poitras. Poitras gets her third board of the game. Poitras skip to Suffolk. Suffolk up top to Anderson on this zone. Back to Poitras on the left short corner. Greta Govan's pass to Burchell, nearly intercepted. Burchell at the high post kick. Poitras left wing 3. That's long. Rebound here to Hansen. Olivia Hansen, this 5'6" senior guard, will see this here in the front court. Gives it now to Woods. Woods with the basketball, left-handed side to Nelson. Back to Scout. Scout here at the left wing, ankle cross, right to left. Triple team comes, she throws it up. This one goes out of play. Last touch will be off Valley City. 3:18 remaining here in the first half. Wahpeton with Miller to check back into the game, as Mauk will check out here for the Huskies. Still a 4-point margin, as it was after the end of the first quarter, in favor of the Highliners. Scout Woods jumper from 7 feet short. Rebound to Greta. Govan gets the rebound out of Suffolk. Suffolk up the near sideline, back to a trailing Govan, able to give it up top to Poitras. Poitras, right wing. Ball will go to Suffolk on the skip. Anderson passes on the inside. Good hand defensively by Sienna Fobb. Turnover to Scout Woods. Woods with the basketball here in transition. Woods with a step through off the window, and there comes the foul. Burchell's going to get tabbed with the foul. Good job getting back defensively by Anderson. But then by the time Scout Woods, when it came across a little Euro step, got enough there on the arm as Burchell picks up her first and the team's third. Scout missing the free throw attempt. She's 123 and now 156 for about 80% from the free throw line here this season. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way is good. Scout with 11, back to a one possession game here. 2:45 before we get to our halftime show. Wahpeton going to trap in the half court. Highlanders break and able to go down the paint. Potrats lost it on the way up. Back to Greta, top of the key here for Suffolk. And there's a body foul. Suffolk enough of the shot fake. Got Piper Nelson up in the air, and then Suffolk was looking to rip that ball through. Piper will pick up her second. That'll be the team's fourth here for the Huskies. So from here on out, it will be a bonus free throw opportunity here for Valley City on the next foul. Substitution as Cambria Mauk will check in here for the Huskies. As you'll see, this top of the key for Anderson. Anderson back to Greta. Govan here up top to Anderson. Anderson, block shot on the way, but it goes right into Potratz's hands. Throws it up, off the mark, no, rebound to Miller. And we'll see a foul here on the body. Foul will come across on Valley City. This would be the second on Burchell, the team's fourth. So that's the last one the Highlanders had to give here in this half. 2 fouls for Burchell, 2 for Nielsen here for the Highlanders. Only got 2 fouls for Piper Nelson and everybody with 1 or 0 for Wahpeton. Scout Woods up the far side, able to spin. Scout to the top, leaves it left-handed side. This one goes to Hansen, back to Miller. Miller here at the free throw line, gonna drive kick. Shot fake on the way for Cambria Mauk. Back up top to Fobb, left-handed side to Hansen. Hansen gives it back to the top of the key. They work it to Miller. Miller here at the right wing at the free throw line to Fobb. Gives it back to left side. Here goes Hansen. Hansen's gonna get spin, drive, kick. Left-handed side Fobb, three-pointer short. Burchell comes away with a steal, and this one goes into media row, and this will be a turnover here on Valley City. So Highlanders with a turnover as Miller will inbound it right in front of us here with 1:50 left to play in the opening half. 23-20 Valley City right now with the advantage. But the Huskies knocking at the door to try to tie or get back within 1. We still have one more semifinal tonight between the Vikings and the Jags. Scout Woods here at the top. Woods going to drive, kick, right-handed side, shot fake by Hansen. Hansen left wing to Miller. Miller taking a couple of dribbles. Jumper from 14. Got it to go. Miller's got 7 all in the second quarter here. 23-22. Huskies in a trap at the half court. Able to see this in a turnover as Jimmy Howard wants to say timeout. 1:22 remaining here in the first half. Time out of the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. The Husky faithful on their feet as the Highlanders up by 1. Wap with the ball when we return.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Time out on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. See what values-based banking can do for you at Bank North. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Chase Miller with you here courtside from the Shack. Thank you for tuning into our broadcast tonight of Division A Region 1 girls basketball. Again, Kindred Northern Cast still to come. And then on Thursday, it'll be in the afternoon. Third place game at 1 o'clock. The championship roughly at 2:30. Then we'll get to the all-region team, the senior athlete coach of the year as well, and find out at least part of the matchups for what the state qualifiers will be a little bit later on than on Saturday. We will have the eastern set of the state qualifiers for video coverage on Saturday from Mayville State. That's scheduled to begin at 1 o'clock for A, 1 and 3 for the A games. The B games for the state qualifiers in Mayville would be at 5 and 7. on Saturday afternoon. After the timeout by Jimmy Howard here for Valley City, Huskies with a chance to take the lead here with a made field goal. Miller, top of the key, guarded on this man, pressure by Greta Govan. Ball screen coming by Woods, looking for the roll, nothing there. Up top to Hanson, reverse it left-handed side as this one goes to Cambria Mouth. Mouth back to the top to Woods. Woods ankle cross to the paint, throwing it up. Good pressure on a block shot by Burchell, who saves it and then throws it to the floor to Suffolk. Suffolk in transition, right-handed side to Potratz. Potratz with the basketball here at the high post. Gives it now to Burchell. Burchell, hard drive off the window. Shot no. Rebound here for Miller. 7 points, 2 rebounds on the way for Miller, coming off a 10-point performance in the win against Oak Grove last night. Miller, right-handed side, now to Hanson. Back up top as this one goes to Cambria Mauk. Leaves it for Scout Woods. Woods, right-handed side to Hanson. Hanson with a ball fake. 6-second differential between game clock and the shot clock. Game clock at 20. Shot clock right now working its way to single digits. Miller going to drive. Miller inside the paint. Pops the pass to Woods. Gets fouled and counted. Scout Woods with the and one from the right block. Foul will be assessed here on the Highliners, as this one will be on Anderson, her first, team's 5th. Miller with the drive, just like a moth to the flame. The defense came up. That allowed Scott Woods to be in the short corner. Got it from the right block. Then with the dribble, threw it up with some contact, and the Huskies have taken a 1-point edge. Scott with 5 in the quarter, has 13 in the game. Free throw attempt is good. Scott Woods now with 14 here in this one. Highlanders going to go quickly. They do with Potratz. Lost it for a moment off of who? Dakota or Sienna? It'll be last touch off of Sienna Fobb, and it will be Highliner basketball as the Highlanders quickly got it up the floor. 5.7 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Greta Govan here on the baseline to inbound the basketball for Valley City. The Highlanders with a chance to tie or take the lead to go into intermission. Govan pass deflected. Sienna Fobb with Burchell. Burchell sees this jump ball, and the arrow will stay with Valley City with 2.7 seconds left here in the half. If there was a foul, would have been 2 free throws for the Highliners. Instead, Valley City with enough time to catch, dribble once or twice, and get a shot off. Govan on the inbounds from the right baseline. Looking for Burchell. Burchell comes down. Ball gets deflected. And this one will finish off the half after the interception there by Olivia Hanson. Turnover for Valley City as we head to the half on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Wahpeton 25, Valley City 23. Halftime show brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. That's on the corner next here in Fargo.
Experience everything your home can be at the Lighting Gallery. Stop in for our President's Day sale, February 17th through March 1st. Save 25% on everything bath, including bathroom lighting, decorative vanity mirrors, lighted mirrors, bath accessories, and even special order items. With our large in-store selection and help from our lighting designers, you're sure to find the perfect items for your home. The Lighting Gallery, 3622 South Washington, Grand Forks. Online at shopthelightinggallery.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Benedictine Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedictine Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedictine Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedictine Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
High school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. At the half on our Cass County Mutual halftime show. Cass County Mutual, they provide insurance products all of southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing local service to all their policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. That's CassCountyMutual.com. Get in touch with Lindsey Johnson and the crew at Cass County Mutual. I'm Chase Miller with you here inside the Shields Athletic Complex, or the Sanford Health Athletic Complex, or the Shields Center, however you like to call it. For some, that's the old Bison Sports Arena here on the north end of Fargo. For Wahpeton, 8 points in the first quarter, all by Scott Woods, 17 then in the second quarter. Woods would score 6 of the 17 in the second. Valley City, 12 points in the first quarter and 11 in the second. Wahpeton, 3 players in the scoring column. They're 4 of 6 from the free throw line with 1 made triple. 6 first-half turnovers for Valley City. 4 players in the scoring column. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 2 threes with 12 first-half turnovers. Huskies led by the 14 points of Scout Woods, who's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Scout again with 14, 7 on the way for Miller, 1 of 1 from the line. 4 points then for Piper Nelson with a made triple in the second quarter. She's got the lone 3 here for Wahpeton. Handful of rebounds for Sienna Fobb, and the same for Olivia Hansen for the Huskies. Valley City led by the 8 points of Maddie Anderson. Anderson with a made triple in the second quarter. She scored all of her 8 in the second 8 minutes. Anderson again with 8 points. 7 points for Katie Burchell. Burchell currently 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 points for Dakota Potratz with a made 3 in the first quarter. And 3 points for Sky Nielsen with the and one back in the second. Again, Valley City led by the 8 of Anderson. 22nd game of the season here for Valley City, while for Wahpeton, this is game number 23. And similar to last year, the team that earned a bye in Kindred lost to Northern Cass in this particular round, and Northern Cass went on to win the championship here in the region. That's what Wahpeton would like to do. Valley City trails it by 2 at the half here, brought to you in part again by Cass County Mutual and Top Insurance. When we come back after this, take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard to keep you apprised what's going on in Region 2, also across the state of North Dakota, and get you ready for that Kindred Northern Cass matchup later today. Again, at the half, it's 25-23 Wahpeton here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Halftime show brought to you in part by Taupe Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan and Castleton at Taupe Insurance. You can give them a call as you see it on screen. 701-347-4045. Let Ryan get a quote or review of your policies at Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Taking a look at some of the other scores from across the way here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Getting into the fourth quarter, the Devils Lake Firebirds last we saw with a 61-46 lead with about 4 minutes left to play against the Grafton Spoilers. With that result, Devils Lake would advance to the championship on Thursday night. Grafton would go to the Region 2 third place game. Still to come later tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. It will be the Carrington Cardinals going up against Thompson Tommies, and what on paper should be a doozy a little bit later on. That will be again in Mayville. Region 3 action, South Prairie Max against Rugby. Also, Turner Mountain squares off with Botno. Hazen, Watford City, and Shiloh Christian against Dickinson Trendy. That again is your whip around here just with some of the matchups, and when games go final, we will bring you those, whether it's on our post-game show a little bit later on or we get you ready for the second semifinal. Update in Region 4 right now. Watford City and Hazen are tied up at 45 apiece with just under 2 minutes to play in that particular contest. Update from Region 2 for the Division B semifinals. Benson County all over Het Northwood, 62-31. Benson County advancing to the Region 2 championship on the B portion of the state of North Dakota. That does it for our halftime show. A reminder still to come, Kindred with a 59-16 win over Lisbon. Sierra Nipstead with 21 points will square off with Hayden Crockett's Northern Cass Jaguars of Northern Cass defeated Central Cass 55-41. Hayden Crockett at 38 points in the win for Northern Cass. That game coming up, but that does it for our halftime show. Brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Second half action is next. Wahpeton led by the 14 of Scout Woods. Valley City led by the 8 of Maddie Anderson here in Fargo.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 Red Angus bulls plus 20 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics, producing Red Angus genetics with sustainability for over 26 years. Request a catalog today. Call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189 or Facebook Jacobson Red Angus. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale Thursday, March 20th, 1 p.m.
What's going on today? I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection. You upgrading systems or working on maintenance? Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs. I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call. Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com as we get you ready for the second half between the Valley City Highlanders and the Wahpeton Huskies. Wahpeton up in the clubhouse at the half, 25-23, but there's that back nine still to play, and we'll find out if Valley City can come through and get to the championship, or can the Wahpeton Huskies find themselves in the Region 1 title. Regardless, it'll be a first for either of these two teams, as last year Northern Cass was able to make their way into the championship a season ago and defeat the Valley City Highlanders. So one of these two teams wants to get to that region title and then win their first region title here in the second year of Division A. But Dakota Potrats comes away with a steal after Piper Nelson was able to go inside the paint. And then Potrats throws it up the floor. 2 points on the way here for Katie Burchell. She's got 9. Feed the big that runs, tied at 25. Wahpeton with it, right-handed side, Olivia Hansen. Hansen on the right baseline here, gives it to Fobb. Back up top here to Miller. You also have Nelson and Woods on the floor. Their original starting 5 for Wahpeton. Fobb with a shot fake, guarded by Nielsen. Gives it back up top to Woods. Woods at the free throw line. Drives inside the paint. Block shot here by Burchell. Burchell, Potrats, Govin, Nielsen alongside Anderson, the original starting 5 for the Highlanders. Greta Govin gives this one to Nielsen. Left short corner. Nielsen gets fouled high off the window and bank it in for 2. Sky Nielsen through some contact, throws it up, and she's able to finish with an and one. Fobb will pick up the foul, her first, team's first. Sky Nielsen hit that one where you have the first backboard in terms of the square, and then you got the more rectangular version. She hit that one with about maybe 4 inches on the top of the backboard and somehow able to come down and At the end one, misses the free throw. Fobb with the rebound, her fourth. Valley City, nice little 4-0 run to begin the quarter here in the opening 60 seconds of the third. Ball goes left and inside to Hanson. Hanson on the interior to Fobb. Drive kick, right-handed side. This is to Miller, back to Fobb. Fobb from 10 feet off the backboard, no good. Rebound going to be won here underneath by Anderson. Anderson holds this one in as she brings in the front court. Anderson right hand inside to Greta Govan. Govan at the right wing, back up top to Anderson, near sideline Potratz. Potratz here at the wing, able to skip it to Greta. Govan here on the interior on the flex cut on this zone. This one comes to Nielsen. Lost it on the way up, goes back up with it again on the bottom of the backboard. Can't get it to go, and a board underneath here to Hanson. So Nielsen gets a rebound. Hanson gets a board as well. Good job by Scott Woods going straight up. Able to not commit a foul, but there's a foul after the right to left cross by Miller at the top of the key. Goes inside the paint, and a foul on the wrist here for the Highliners. That'll be Potratz, her second. She becomes the third player now for Valley City with 2 personal fouls. Burchell, Potratz, and Nielsen. Free throw opportunities here for Hallie Miller. Miller 7 points in the game. Wahpeton 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the half. And they will go now 5 of 7 from the free throw line to begin this third quarter of play. Free throw attempts, number 2 upcoming here for the Huskies. Miller has 8, and now make it 9 as that one rim rattles and rolls in, and we're knotted at 27 apiece. Tied at 4, 25, and now 27. As Valley City, right-handed shot, no by Nielsen, rebound by Burchell, and a foul on the floor on Fobb or Miller. We'll see who the guilty party is, and this will be on Fobb. Sienna will pick up her second. Her and Piper Nelson have 2. Open from the baseline, 7-footer Potratz. Someone lost Dakota Potratz in the shuffle, and Dakota says thank you. She's got 9. Miller, double, finds it to Hanson. Hanson able to spin into a double team. That hand, fortunate for the Huskies, that deflection went to Miller. Miller with a teardrop inside the paint. Runners off the mark. Rebound comes down to Burchell, her 5th. Burchell to Potratz. Potratz working right to left. Potratz bounce pass to Govan from the baseline. That one rattles out. Dakota stays with it, though. Able to give this down to Anderson. Anderson on the interior to Burchell. Fobb and Woods are there. They go up with Scott Woods, who gets the block shot. Highliner fans wanted a little body contact before by Fobb. Nothing was granted. As now you'll see this with Miller. Miller near sideline to Hanson. Hanson back up top to Piper Nelson as she gives it back to Hanson as they reverse it right wing to Fobb. Fobb on the interior to Woods, and Woods throwing this one up after the help by Dakota Potratz. Ball will be out of play, last touch by Dakota. 5:07 left in the third quarter, 29-27 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Huskies with the ball, trailing by 2 here against Valley City. Miller inbounds it to Fobb. Extra pass on the shot fake to Hanson. Hanson at the wing, looking back up top, handles it now to Piper Nelson. Nelson able to give it to the right-handed side of Miller. 6 seconds on the shot clock. High post touch to Woods. Woods is going to drive, throws it up. There's a block shot by Burchell, and it'll be last touch off of Woods, and this one will make its way towards Valley City. 4:52 left to play here in the third quarter. The Valley City Highliners with a chance to extend their lead. Ball will go near sideline. Nielsen gives this to Greta Govan. Back up top to Potratz. Able to reverse it to Anderson to the baseline cut. Bounce pass here on the way for Nielsen to Greta Govan from the left baseline, and a jumper from 12 is good. The Highliners rolling down the track right now here in the third quarter. Full court pressure defense. This one is going to be nearly turned over, and it will be last touch by Anderson. Substitution as Lopez Lee will check into the game. Valley City 8 points in the quarter from 3 different players, while for Wahpeton 2 points by Miller free throws here. And the Huskies, led by 2, now are trailing it by 4 with 4:26 left in this third quarter of play. Timeout here for head coach Brian Watson. A little break as well. Midway through the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Highliners lead it by 4.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. See what values-based banking can do for you. It's Generation Banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. That's banknorth.bank. Again, banknorth.bank, providing our timeouts throughout the Region 1 girls basketball tournament. 31-27, Valley City full court pressure defense. One-handed steal by Burchell. Burchell inside the paint, leaves it left-handed side to Dakota. Potratz kick right-handed side, college range three for Anderson. Tickles a twine. Anderson from the right wing, now in double digits with 11. 34-27, Valley City out in front, and that run continues here by the Highliners. With it, they'll slow it up now for Hansen. Hansen up top, leaves it right-handed side. This goes to Miller, crossing over right to left. Top of the key, shot fake there by Nelson. Goes down to the paint, lost it on the deflection by Anderson and Potratz, and a turnover here on Wahpeton. Their 7th. Huskies nearly get a turnover the other side. Govan with the pass. This one gets tipped by Miller, and now the Huskies come away with it, and then we'll have a traveling violation on Miller. Greta Govan was there. Miller batted the ball, got it intercepted, then walked with it afterwards. For Valley City, what a start to the half right now. It's an 11-2 run here for Valley City in the opening 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Valley City at the wing will handle this one. Top of the key, Anderson, three! Make it a 14-2 run. Anderson with a couple of threes here in the quarter. Highlighters lead it by 10. Miller, and we'll see a foul on the backcourt. This will come on Anderson, her second and the team's second. This could be your Agassi Precision Egg play the contest. Valley City on a 14-2 run. They balloon this up to double digits. 37-27 with 3:25 remaining here again in this third quarter. Still some time for Wahpeton, but the Highliners starting to separate a little bit here in the third. With it, here for Wahpeton, right-handed side, Miller. Miller at the right wing, lost it for a moment. Potratz barrel rolls to the near sideline. Her left hand had the basketball, then it took a high bounce to her right hand, and it bounced out of bounds. So it'll stay Wahpeton ball, but not enough time to get in the hands of the possession for Dakota to reset the shot clock. That's at 19 seconds. Claire Woods posting up on the interior. Ball goes right-handed side to Miller. Miller on the interior to Claire Woods, who's trying to fight through Burchell and Nielsen, and Burchell's going to pick up the foul. Burchell trying to front here as Katie will get tabbed with her third, and that'll be the team's third here for Valley City. Huskies just with 2 points here in the quarter. Again, 2 free throws by Miller. Right-hand side goes Hansen. Hansen top of the key now, able to give this one to Mauk. Mauk to the high post as this one goes to Miller. Miller jumper from the left elbow, got it to go. That was Pires. The net barely moved. It's 37-29, and then a turnover here by Valley City on the inbounds as Anderson took the ball and then she took it back into the quarter play without giving that ball up to Potratz. So she had the basketball with her, got it back into the quarter play without the reset. So a turnover here for Valley City, their second of the half. Left-handed side here for the Huskies as they will take it with Hansen, a made field goal to get it back within 2 possessions. 2:40 left to play here in the third. Up top, Hansen, left wing. Coming across on the screen is Scott Woods. Scout looking for it on the interior, nothing there. Huskies back up top, able to reverse it to Miller. Miller to the high post to Scout. Scout from 17 feet off the backboard, no good. Rebound comes down to Sky Nielsen. Anderson will see this bounce pass right-handed side up and over on the interior goes Burchell. Burchell banging with Claire Woods off the window for 2. Katie Burchell now in double digits with 11. Full court pressure defense here for Valley City as you'll see Miller handing it here in the backcourt. Miller with 30 on the shot clock, picks up her dribble, gives it now to Claire Woods, and a timeout for Brian Watson with 27 seconds on the shot clock. At the 2-minute mark of the third, we'll step away with them on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
39-29, time on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Highliners here at the 2-minute mark of the third quarter, able to take a, again, 2-point deficit at the half and balloon it up to 10 points here. Time up for Brian Watson. The Huskies will have 3 remaining, again, brought to you in part by Bank North. So with it here for Wahpeton, Olivia Hansen, top of the key, guarded by Hansen. Right-handed side now to Miller. Miller gives it back up top to Olivia, who reverses it now to Mauk. Mauk to the baseline here to Claire Woods. Interior to Scout, double kick, and there's a foul on the reach. This one could be on Potratz, and it will be. Dakota now with her third in the team's fourth. So for Jimmy Howard, you got Potratz with 3, Birchall with 3, everybody else with 2, 1, or none. As Hansen will check out of the game. Piper Nelson, Cambria Malkin here for the Huskies. Ball goes to Scout Woods. Woods off the side of the rim. No rebound to Claire. Can't get it. Ball gets deflected to Cambria Malk. Malk at the top. Leaves it now to Piper Nelson as the officials have allowed this game to play throughout here in terms of some of the body contact through the paint. But that's been consistent from the start to where we are now. Claire Woods interior to Scout. Here comes a double. Scout able to spin. Going up is going to be Nielsen, and Nielsen will come away with it. Sky Nielsen up the floor to Birchall, now to Govan. Kick to Anderson, left pocket 3, and a block shot by Miller. Hallie Miller with the length at 5'10", able to block that one on the baseline. Her third block of the tournament. 39-29 with 1:13 left to play here in the third. Our officials here of this one of Cale Hamry alongside Ryan Gellner and Hunter Fingston, your officiating crew for game number 1. Ball goes right-handed side, Potratz, high post touch to Birchall. Birchall to the paint off the window for 2. Katie Birchall has 13. The Highliners with their largest lead of the game here at 12. Huskies give it to Scott Woods up the far sideline. Woods, hard drive to the paint. Scott Woods, there's a foul coming here, and the foul will be on Birchall. Scout might have initiated a little bit of the contact, but Birchall just wasn't quite put out in front of Scout. Birchall took the brunt of that one as she hits the deck. That'll be her 4th, the team's 5th, and Scott Woods essentially said, I'm going to force the official to call something here. As Scott Woods makes the free throw, Sky Nielsen and alongside with Coca will check into the game as Nielsen and Govan will check out. Claire Woods will check out of the game as Sienna Fahm will come in here for Wahpeton. Free throw attempt number 2 for Scout is good. She's got 16. Back to a 10-point game. 50 seconds remain in the quarter. Nielsen near sideline as that'll go to Dakota. Potratz ripping it through off the window. That's going to go long. Rebound by Miller, and Miller wants to run. Huskies outnumbers. They get a 3-on-2. Miller with it. Steps through off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound underneath and a foul here on Wahpeton. It'll be the Husky foul. So it'll be on Cambry Malk, her second, team's 3rd of the quarter here for Wahpeton. 0.3 between the game clock and the shot clock is the differential here. As this one will go to Anderson. Anderson seizes now to Suffolk. Suffolk with it to the back to the baseline and throws this one out of bounds. And Wahpeton very fortunate if Suffolk hits that one to Potratz, who is all alone underneath. That would have been an easy layup, instead it's a turnover here for Valley City. In the teens for turnovers here in this one. Scott Woods to Miller. Miller sees this here. Ball gets deflected and tipped, and eventually will go out of play. 18.2 left here in the third quarter, as you'll see this now for the Huskies, as Miller will inbound it. Miller on the inbounds, gives this to Scott Woods, and Wahpeton will gain about 10 feet of real estate here, as they will handle it now at midcourt. Huskies see this, as they will handle this one to Piper Nelson. Nelson gives it to the top of the key as they work it. Now the crossover here for Piper. Piper drive, kick, left wing 3. This one's going to go long. Rebound here for Potratz with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Baseball pass to the floor to Anderson to beat the horn. And Anderson nearly got the knuckler from 15 feet to beat the horn. But what a corner by Valley City as the Highliners put up 18 points in the third and take a 41-31 lead as we head to the fourth on your LiveVent.com.
Bears Home Solutions is the Red River Valley's premier HVAC and plumbing company. Our team of friendly, licensed professionals has delivered top-notch service to the Red River Valley since 1978. Bears Home Solutions is the only name you need to know when it comes to heating, cooling, and plumbing installation, service, or repair. When you want it done right the first time, you need a Bear in there.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
As the Valley City Highlanders take a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter here on YourLiveEvent.com, as they will give this one to Potratz on the interior for the reversal shot off the mark. No good by Sky Nielsen, and the rebound here for Sienna Fobb. Valley City outscored Wahpeton as this one is batted out of bounds in front of the Husky bench by Anderson. 18-6 in the third quarter here for Valley City. Wahpeton led by the 16 of Scout Woods. 2 points in the third, both from the free throw line, as Woods will make her way on the baseline. Gets to the right block, gets fouled, and Nielsen, that's a tough one. Scout had the position. Sky picked up the foul because she put the right hand behind Scout Woods where Sky was behind Scout, and just picked up the foul there, so Scout will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Hits the first. Valley City balance attack here for Jimmy Howard. 14 by Anderson, 13 by Burchell, 9 for Potratz, and the 5 for Nielsen. Wahpeton back within 9. Keep it 9. Ball gets tipped in the hands of Anderson here for the Highliners. Maddie will see this pushing the ball up the floor to Coca, and a turnover here for Valley City. Note that fourth personal foul as well for Katie Burchell. She's got 4. Your other big one, Nielsen's got 3. And 3 here for Potratz. Nobody with 3 so far here for the Huskies. Wahpeton with Scott Woods crossing over at the wing. Goes to the block. Gives this one now. Jumper from Malk inside the paint. Shots and be off the mark. And a rebound here for Anderson. Anderson sees this in the backcourt, and a foul here for the Huskies. Cambria Mount got just enough of the body there. That'll be her third, team's first of the quarter. As you'll see it. Highliners right inside Coca. High-low game as this one goes on the inside. Potratz with a power dribble off the window for 2. Dakota Potratz in double digits, now with 11. 43-32 Highliners here on YourLiveEvent.com as Devils Lake will see it with Miller. Miller here at the top of the key, crossing over, drive kick now to Woods. Woods with a shot fake. Woods to the paint, off the window, and Woods gets another one. Scouts got 19, and it's back to a single-digit game. As you'll handle it now, ball gets up the floor to Potratz, and Potratz nearly gets the end one. Full court pressure defense by Wahpeton, and the Highliners are carving it up a little bit right now as Potratz will get to the free throw line. Nelson will get told with the foul, her third, and just moments ago, the announcer said no one had 3 for Wahpeton, and just like that, 2 players pick up their third. Free throw attempts will be long here for Potratz. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Dakota is good. Potratz has 12. Highliners lead it back by 10. Question is, can the Huskies get it to 2 possessions here before we get to about that 3 to 4 minute mark? Otherwise, Valley City will have some breathing room to try to close out this game. Miller works her way to the right wing now. Miller at the right-handed side, crossing over back to Fobb. Fobb at the top of the key, gives this one now to Hansen. Hansen with it between the circles, 15 on the shot clock, gives it back to Nelson. Nelson handles it here back to Hansen. Hansen at the right of the key, 10 seconds on the shot clock now to Woods. Claire Woods will give it back to Hansen, 6 seconds, now with 5. Wahpeton will make their way to the left wing, and a hand check by Koka with 3 seconds left in the shot clock. That's a tough one for Valley City, as you'll reset the 35 seconds here for Wahpeton. That'll be the Highlanders' second of the quarter. 6:12 left to go here in the fourth, as Hansen will see it at the right wing. Hansen with the ball fake, gives it right-handed side. That'll go to Claire Woods, and ball gets deflected out of bounds here by Valley City, as Sky Nielsen will tip that one out of play. As you'll see it on the sideline here for Wahpeton with Miller. Miller to inbound this basketball, as she does, right-handed side to Claire Woods, looking for a teammate, finds one up top. That goes to Hansen. 6 minutes left to play here in the fourth. Hansen with this weave to Piper Nelson, hands this one off now up top to Claire Woods. Woods on the reversal, right-handed side, three-pointer by Miller. That one will go long, and a rebound here by Suffolk. Kinley gets the rebound here. The Highlanders 5 minutes and 40 seconds away from our second straight opportunity to be in a Region 1 championship. Three-pointer by Anderson's long. Rebound by Nielsen. Nielsen with the pass stolen away there by Woods. That's going to be Claire Woods on the steal. Or on the rebound, excuse me. Nearly getting a steal was Anderson. Miller at the left wing. Miller making her way hard to the paint, throwing one up, lost control. Rebound comes for Claire Woods. Shot no. Board on the interior, and we'll see a foul here in Wahpeton. That's going to be on Sienna Fobb. And it will be. Fobb will pick up her third, team's third. As Fobb will check out, Woods will check in. Birchall checking back into the game here for Valley City. Also with Greta Govan here, you got Anderson, Potratz, and Sky Nielsen. Huskies with Claire and Scott Woods. Also with Nelson, Hansen, and Miller. Open is Birchall on the inside, off the window for two. They went to double, nobody helped the helper, and Birchall inside the paint, she's got 15. Wahpeton will see this. Greta Govan gets the steal. Shot no, rebound tipped out. Greta will come up with it, saves it now to Anderson. Anderson with the basketball here, gives it to the right wing. As 46-34 right now. Shot fake by Nielsen. Nielsen from the left, block up, and this one will go short. Rebound though for Sky, who gets fouled, and Claire Woods will pick up the foul. Claire will pick up the foul. That'll be her second. That'll be the team's fourth, and 2 free throws upcoming here on the way for Sky Nielsen. Nielsen with 5 points in the game, and from here on out, the Highlanders will be in the bonus for the remainder. 4 minutes and 42 seconds here of the quarter. Free throw on the way here for Sky is off the mark. Least amount of points scored this season for Wahpeton comes against these very own Valley City Highlanders. Back when they played on January the 28th in Valley City, Wahpeton was held to 39 points, while Valley City scored 63 that night. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and in, as Nielsen is able to hit the free throw attempts. And we'll see a foul here in the backcourt. Foul will be on Anderson, her third, team's third. As right now the Highlanders, though, lead by a baker's dozen. 4:39 to play here in the fourth. Wahpeton brings this into the front court with Hansen. Olivia at the top of the key, gives this one now up top to Miller. Miller will handle it, crossover right to left, inside the paint from 10, shots off the mark. Rebound comes down to Sky, her fifth. Nielsen sees this, not a Potratz. Potratz crossing the timeline as she does at the top of the key. Gives this one back and forth between her and Anderson. Ball goes right wing. Anderson with 4:10 left gives it to Potratz. High post touch for the Highlanders. Birchall drive kick. This one goes to left baseline with it. And a turnover here as the Huskies will come away with it. As you'll see the Huskies now crossing over right to left. Miller with a teardrop off the window. That one rattles out and a rebound here, but we'll have a traveling violation on Valley City. Turnover on the Highlanders. As we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. 47-34 and an update out west in a stunner. We'll get to that in a moment.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into settling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified. Carlita Dietz.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com, timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Shocker, if you want to call it that, because it's their first loss of the season. But once you get to February, anything's possible. A final out west, South Prairie Max loses to Rugby. So the Rugby Panthers will be playing for the Region 3 title, while South Prairie Max, the #1 team in the state of North Dakota, has their season on the line in a third-place matchup, and they will have to at least go through a state qualifier to get to the Minot State Dome. And timeout brought to you in part by Bank North, but South Prairie Max goes down against Rugby. They're still alive to make state. Just the road got a little harder. Scott Woods on the interior, throws this one off the backboard, no good. Rebound comes down to Valley City. Final in that one, by the way, 48-31. Rugby with a defensive schlobberknocker. That's a Coach Brossart team, though, able to play a lot of defense for the Rugby Panthers. Potrats gives this one now to Anderson. Anderson at the right wing will dribble enter now to Greta Govin. 47-34 with 3:30 left to play. Huskies get a steal. It's a 2-on-1. Nelson to the paint. Nelson with a shot fake. Good job getting back defensively by both Potrats and Burchell. And Potrats bats that one out of play, as it will remain Wahpeton basketball. .324 left. Ball gets deflected. And it will remain Husky basketball. As the Huskies will see it on the inbounds to Miller, right-handed side, and Piper Nelson. Nelson on the skip now to Miller. Miller at the left wing, crossing over right to left, right to the paint for two, and count it. Hallie Miller with an and one. She's got 13, a chance to make it 14 at the line. Sky Nielsen will pick up her fourth, and both teams are in the bonus from here on out. So 4 on Burchell, 4 on Nielsen, as Miller heads the free throw line with a chance for 3. Miller gets the free throw opportunity. She's got 14. 47-37 right now is your score. With just over 3 minutes to play here in this one. Sky Nielsen with the basketball in the front court. Potrats will handle it here. Potrats to the paint, gives it to Burchell. Burchell on the inside with the left hand shot off the iron. Rebound saved on the way by Nielsen. Now to Scout, and a foul here by Anderson. And Scout will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Anderson will pick up her fourth now. So Highliners with time dwindling down. The question is, will anybody foul out from the Valley City perspective? Well, if you're Wahpeton, you get to the free throw line here. You gotta start making them if you want to come back trailing it by 10 with 2:56 in the third, as the Huskies right now trying to put one more good run here for Wahpeton in this game. Scott with it on the first. She's got 20. Free throw attempt number 2 here for Woods. And those gold shoes. Shot will be off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Greta Govin. Govin will see this here in the backcourt as they give it to Sky Nielsen. Nielsen with the pass now to Greta. Wahpeton trapping, which means someone on a back cutter going to the paint can find themselves open. Just like this by Nielsen. Nielsen at the right block, gives it now to Burchell. This one gets skipped on the near side of Greta Govin. Govin with 15 on the shot clock, looking for Burchell on the inside. Anderson at the left wing, shot clock working to 10. Anderson looking for a back cut to Govin, nothing there, now to Nielsen. Nielsen with 6 seconds, pass on the interior, ball gets intercepted. Here goes Olivia Hansen. Hansen bounce pass up the floor to Nelson, and a good job by Sky Nielsen hustling back and gets a turnover in her own right. Valley City will take the 30 seconds that comes off the clock. You give up a turnover, but now you got a chance to milk this puppy to about $140 before you got to get a shot off. Nielsen will see this here at the top of the key, guarded by Woods. Nielsen going to drive on Scout to the left block. With it, back up top. This one over the outstretched hands of Potrats. Potrats here with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Burchell. Burchell hard drive to the paint, gets fouled, and Katie led to the line. Burchell, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. This will be her first free throw attempt since the opening quarter, as the foul will come across here on the Huskies with Miller. Free throws on the way here. Is good. Against South Prairie, Max goes down to rugby in the Region 3 tournament. That means nobody will go undefeated in Division A girls basketball this season. Second free throw attempt, no good. Rebound comes down to Scout, her third. Woods in the front court. Scout Woods with the basketball. Woods to the paint. Woods with a right-handed shot up and in. And a timeout by Brian Watson. 22 points for Scout Woods. Huskies hanging around, down by 8 with 1:42 left to play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank. Make sure you patronize all of our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring you the Division A Region 1 girls basketball tournament. Huskies with the timeout for Brian Watson. They'll have just one remaining. Jumper on the way for Potratz. This one rattles out, no good. Rebound, Burchell off the backboard for 2. Katie Burchell's got 18 points, 6 rebounds here for the Highliners as Valley City takes a 50-40 lead. With it now here for Wahpeton goes Hanson. Hanson at the high post, leaves it now right wing to Nelson. Now to Miller. Miller crossing over right to left. Teardropper inside the paint. This one rattles out, no good. Rebound tipped out to Potratz. Dakota will handle this now to Nielsen. Nielsen up and over on the floor to Dakota. Dakota with a couple left-handed dribbles, able to get to the left wing. Bounce pass inside to Burchell. Burchell on the interior. Katie Burchell off the window, no. Rebound though on Lopez Lee. Burchell rips it through and a timeout for Jimmy Howard. We'll take one break with them, and then we'll put a bow on this one for the final 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Highliners lead by 10.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
High school basketball today here on YourLiveEvent.com. 54.4 seconds left to play. Timeout again brought to you in part by Bank North. Highliners trying to make it back-to-back Region 1 championship appearances. Last year falling to Northern Cass in the title, but they defeated Carrington in the qualifier to make it to the state tournament as they finished 4th place at the Minot State Dome. They already have matched what they did last year in terms of total wins, as Lopez Lee will pick up the foul upcoming here for the Huskies after the inbounds to stop the clock, as Greta Govin will head to the free throw line. Last season, Valley City 19 wins and 9 losses for the Highliners. So a win here would give them win number 20. This one is up and in. Greta Govin with her first points of the night here for Valley City. She doesn't need to score to be an impactful player here for Jimmy Howard. Quite frankly, any points that Greta gets is just points in the bank here for Valley City, because she can rebound, she can defend, she can set screens. She does a lot of dirty work that doesn't show up on a stat column. Miller at the left wing, 42 seconds play here in the fourth. Right-handed side is Scout Woods wearing those Willy Wonka gold ticket kind of shoes. Woods off the window, no good. Rebound underneath, and this is going to be a 2-point takedown between Burchell and alongside with Lopez Lee. Make it a 3-point takedown in today's wrestling, as the ball will stay here with Wahpeton after the tie-up between Lopez Lee and with Burchell. Wahpeton left inside, shot fake here for Hanson. Gets the 3-point attempt on. Long rebound here for Sky Nielsen. Nielsen up the sideline if the Huskies don't foul, but they will. Piper Nelson will pick up the foul. We'll see 2 free throws on the way for Valley City with Sky Nielsen with 6 points in the game. Sky is 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Also a note South Prairie Max out west now will have to either get through Bottineau or Turtle Mountain to make it to a state qualifier, and that could be a more difficult road to go as Nielsen makes the free throw. Then maybe that state qualifier. That third place game out west is going to be very interesting. As Scott Woods, Miller will check out. Brian Watson pretty much going to unload the bench here with 25.6 seconds left to play. Update from Region 2, Thompson with an early 3-point lead over Carrington, 13-10, 2:14 left in the first quarter. For Wahpeton and Valley City, this game doesn't end your season, and it does not guarantee you a state tournament, but it gets you a step closer if you're the Highliners. And you can know that if you do not win on Thursday, you still got a game in hand through the state qualifier to get to state like last year. While for Wahpeton, it isn't a must-win or go-home situation on Thursday afternoon as they'll play for third. Ball will go right-handed side to Anderson. Anderson will see it here, 53-40, and looks like Valley City will be content just to dribble this basketball out, as they will here at the top of the key. Anderson sees it, and the Highliners will improve to 20-2 on the season with a 53-40 win over the Wahpeton Huskies. Wahpeton led by the 22 of Scott Woods. Valley City led by the 18 of Burchell and the 14 of Anderson. Back with our post-game show after this here in the Shack.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As we come back here in our post-game show, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, join us, Katie Burchell, with a team-high 18 points. Katie, what does it mean for this team to get back to a Region 1 championship in which you were last season here, Katie?
Well, we've been striving all season. You know, this is where every team wants to be in the region, and just working hard and putting in all that work to get into the championship.
You know, it's been about 10 days since you've seen the court in terms of an actual game. What were you able to work on in those 10 days as best to get ready for this postseason after some good competition with both Northern Cass and Carrington to go back-to-back there to finish off the regular season?
We've just been really working on every scenario, you know, working hard. You need to put in that work as other teams are playing, and you get to watch them and, you know, just develop.
Able to find yourself through this game. There was a good run there to close out the to begin the third quarter. You went on a 14-2 run. You got up by 10. What worked really well to come out of the break to have that 14-2 run for you here, Katie?
You know, our team is just built on pushing the ball, and that's what we did when we came back out. We looked to run.
How excited are you for Thursday afternoon around 2:30 or so to have a chance to get to the championship and have a chance to come away with that championship?
You know, excited as any other team could be to be in this situation.
Hey, Katie, congratulations on the win. Best of luck coming up on Thursday afternoon.
Thank you.
Katie Burchell with us. We'll take a quick break and hear from Maddie Anderson of the Highliners. That is next.
City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the city of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City office at 701-636-4620.
Joining us now, Maddie Anderson here with 14 points. She's one of 3 Valley City Highlanders able to finish in double digits, with Katie with 18. You had 12 by Dakota Potratz and 14 here today for Maddie Anderson. You get some more 3-pointers with 3 of them in the game. Maddie, I'll ask you the same question that I asked Katie with one of those. It was a 14-2 run to begin the second half. You were trailing at halftime. What changed in that last, that next 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay where then you never gave up the lead for the rest of the game once you got up by double digits?
Yeah, we just need to calm down, slow the ball down. We know what we're capable of. If we don't turn the ball over, we're a hard team to beat. So we just had to tell each other to stick together and don't turn the ball over.
You don't need to score to make an impact. Greta Govin, Sky Nielsen, obviously Katie Burchell, they had to go up against, the Woods sisters. You have to go up against a fob. What's that matchup from your perspective like, knowing you got to help, but those two are banging as much as possible, trying to get in front of Scout and company on the interior?
Yeah, those two are tough. They go against those girls, and I can't believe they do it because I would not be able to do it. I go down there, I'm like, oh no, I'm scared. So I'm very proud we have Katie and Sky down there.
For this team, Maddie, to get back to the championship this year, the region tournament, you surpassed your win total from last year, now 20-2 on the season. What is working with this team right now that has allowed you to get to this point coming up on Thursday afternoon?
We all move the ball. We want to share the wealth. We all want to have our points. So not just one player just go to the bucket. We know that we have many players that can score.
As you get ready, what's it going to take to win a region championship and not have to worry about a state qualifier on Saturday?
Just stick together. Keep going. I know we're a great team, and we'll play many great teams, so we just have to trust in each other.
Maddie, congratulations on the win. Best of luck on Thursday afternoon.
Thank you.
Maddie Anderson joined us here, one of our Enbridge Energy players of the game. We'll put a bow on this one next of our first semifinal.
Our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank Community Bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As we come back, our Agassiz Precision Egg play the contest for the Valley City Highlanders. That 14-2 run again to begin that second half of play. They got up by 10 points to finish off the quarter. They would win by 13. That is our Agassiz Precision Egg play the contest. Agassiz Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro. Visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. Final numbers go like this. Highlanders 18 points for Burchell, 14 for Anderson, 12 by Potratz, 7 on the way for Nielsen, and 2 points for Greta Govin. The Highlanders shoot 17 free throws, and they make 11 of them here today with 4 made 3-pointers. For the Wahpeton Huskies, led by the 22 of Scout Woods, the 14 for Miller, and 4 points by Nelson. Just 4 players in the scoring column. They would shoot 15 free throws and hit 11 of them here today. And they would hit 1 made 3-pointer for the Huskies as well. Wahpeton now 10-13 on the season. They will play at 1 o'clock on Thursday in the third place game. While for Valley City, they improved to 20-2 on the season. They will play in the Region 1 Championship at 2:30 upcoming on Thursday. Still to come, Kindred, Northern Cass. That's next, 15 minutes from now for the opening tip for our second semifinal.